Hello, everyone. Welcome back to First Play, the show where we learn to play a game for the first time, and you guys get to watch us argue and struggle with the rules, and usually get it wrong. Sometimes we get it right. So the usual crew. I'm John, Mike, Shelby. Today we have a guest of honor, John. So you guys will have to figure out which one of the two Johns is John when we're talking about John. But John is a general manager of a game store out in Colorado, which I've been to, and it's actually pretty nice. So if you're in Colorado, you should check out Total Escape Games.
Yes.
Yes.
Come visit me.
Yes. John himself, I don't know. The store is nice.
Come visit the store.
Yeah, the store.
You almost
nice.
will never find me there.
Fair.
Come visit the store.
The other thing that John does is he works for Yellow, who incidentally made this game. So, in all fairness, you never got a chance to play this game.
I have not had time to play this.
So this is a true first play.
Yes.
So we're going to find out, and we're going to tell Yellow if they're good at writing that rule book, or if, like, we hate you. So, Shelby, as a customer, because we don't want her to win, will read the rules to us. Because every time she reads the rules, we should go watch
it has
back.
Been every time. I think there's like a couple times.
If it's pirated,
the problem is when she keeps the rules secret to herself.
I don't know if she does that intentionally.
We don't discover that little secret engine that we could have used.
Only read the important parts.
I don't need to know how scoring works. Yeah, that's a good strategy. Go that way.
Right? Okay. All right.
I'm going to start out with saying, like, I think both me and John sort of commented on this earlier, though, that this does not look like your typical Yellow game. Which is not a bad thing. I mean, I'm not saying Yellow makes bad games.
I believe. Oh, yes. I left the box over here like a horrible.
It's okay.
Horrible.
So be careful when you flip it, because I don't know if there's anything in there.
No, all the components are on the table.
Okay, cool. But it's like just looking at the components, it feels midway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, the artwork kind of like
the other way.
You know what I mean? No, he's got it. He's got it right.
Well, yeah.
He's a trained professional. He knows what
Then we put it down.
And then who's because I'm an idiot and I don't follow the
Bruno Cathala. Okay. So King Domino, Queen Domino, Five Tribes. Bruno and tile laying games tend to be pretty good.
Okay.
So
cool. So yep. I mean, the full title is Ishtar: Gardens of Babylon. All right, let's see. What are we doing here?
Okay, overview and objective of the game. The king has tasked you with a difficult mission. Create wonderful gardens in the middle of the desert to please his queen. You have only a few fountains at your disposal. Use them to expand vegetation areas, to bloom magnificent flower beds, and to plant majestic trees. Listen to the knowledge of the masters to take the upper hand over your opponents. Collect the most victory points and become the gardener of the king. All right, it says that there's a leaflet in the box. For game setup, we already did game setup, so we're just gonna go past that.
Fountains,
fountains or
gems.
Done. Okay. All right. Player boards. The player boards feature the various skills that you can learn, which allow you to perform new actions and score points differently. These skills are displayed on 2 levels. All player boards are marked with a purple gem to remind you that all players start the game with a purple gem.
Purple gem.
The first player's board is also marked with a 1, and that is John over there is going to be the first player. Okay. Vegetation tiles. There are 3 shapes, each of them with green spaces that can either be grass spaces, they're light green, flower spaces that are dark green with 1 to 4 flowers, and the 6 tiles with bubbles of water. 2 for each of the 3 tile shapes are the starting tiles. Okay, so
there. Yep.
All right. We don't need to know. Do we need to know about the terrain boards? Okay. These are 6 big hexagonal tiles that allow you to create the landscape on which you will develop your gardens. Each of these features a fountain space. Many spaces are made of sand. Others are made of rocks and gems. Others feature a sacred tablet.
And
so that will be important.
This is actually one of those things that really appealed to me.
Yeah,
endlessly.
Yeah.
If I wanted to just put them 6 in a row in a line,
so is there
make people figure that out?
Are you doing like a recommended beginner setup, or is this random?
This is just the way I tossed them on the table.
Okay, cool.
Hey, I like that. Okay. Blooming tokens. The size of the blooming tokens is 1 or 2 spaces, and they display 2 or 3 flowers. These are the ones in the center. Okay. Carpet board and cup tiles. The carpet board contains several game elements, including the 6 cup tiles that each have a dedicated spot. The center of the carpet is reserved for the assistants and blooming tokens. Cup tiles are randomly placed on the carpet board. Each cup determines the type of vegetation tile that is placed on them.
So we did that during setup.
Yep.
I see that, and that's, yeah, okay. Huh?
Okay. Gems. Gems represent the resources at your disposal. Some gems are more rare than others. Purple gems are common, red are rare, and white are the rarest. The rarest gems will allow you to buy trees that will score you many victory points. Okay. We have the watering can. The watering can moves along the vegetation tiles on the carpet board and shows which tile is available on a given player's turn. Okay, so that'll come into play, I'm sure. The trees and tree cards. Each tree card depicts a particular tree. To plant a tree, you need to spend the gems that appear on the upper left of its card. Each tree that you plant gives you victory points at the end of the game. Buying a tree card allows you to instantly place a tree on the grass space of a vegetation tile.
Light green.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
5 white to get 17 points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Alright, fountains. Fountains are placed on their space during the game setup and allow you to spot these spaces more easily. Their value depends on their color. The white fountain scores more points than the red fountain, and that in turn scores more points than the purple fountain. We all have assistants. Some of the assistants are placed on the carpet board during setup, while others are placed directly in front of the players. They can be played on vegetation tiles and take control of flower beds. And then we have the scoring pad, which scoring happens at the end of the game. Okay. Players, now we're going into how to play. Players play clockwise until the game ends. The game end condition has to be met in order for the game to end. On their turn, each player performs the following actions in order. Choose a vegetation tile, place the vegetation tile, collect gems, special action, plant a tree. Once a player has completed all of these steps, play continues to the next player. So, first thing you need to do is choose a vegetation tile. On your turn, you must first choose a vegetation tile. You move the watering can clockwise to the next vegetation tile, ignoring any empty tiles. If you don't want the top tile of this pile, move the watering can to the pile of your choice, spending 1 gem for each extra advancement.
Yeah.
So did it say where the watering can starts? Or
Where the first player wants it to start, I think. Maybe.
Unless
Where's
it's in
the setup?
Unless it's in setup.
Setup leaflet in here.
in there.
Yeah.
Could have been in the setup potentially.
I don't know. I thought we followed all those directions.
Well, yeah. We being you. 'Cause I wasn't here.
I'm gonna blame Mike.
Blame
That's
Mike.
fair. We do often. I mean, I don't see it on the picture there, so it must be coming up next.
Well, I mean, the first thing it says is move the watering can clockwise to the next one. So then how can you move to the next one if you didn't have a starting spot?
Yeah, but I mean, maybe it's just first player determines where he wants to start. I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, first player advantage. I don't know. He's figuring that out.
I guess we would just skip down and say, if you don't want the top tile of this pile, move the watering can to the pile of your choice, spending 1 gem for each extra.
Yeah, I get how you get to skip that, but
So,
all right. Well, I'll just assume I can put it wherever I want to begin with,
Right. Okay.
and we'll go from there.
So then you take the top vegetation tile from that pile where you place the watering can and reveal the top vegetation tile of the pile from which you move the watering can.
Hmm?
So if he wants to start here, he moves this one, takes this one.
Yep.
And then reveal. Oh, I
And then-
see it.
yep.
Yeah. I
And
see.
then the next person, and then you reveal what's next and so on down the line. You keep
Gotcha.
doing that.
Okay. All right.
If you want to pay a gem, you can go to this
Right.
one.
You can skip one.
And you put the watering can on where the next player is going to play.
Yeah.
So if so, you get to pick your starting pile. Do you
Well,
care?
so, I like.
They're all balanced. In case
yeah,
you haven't
water-
figured.
water
They have
seed-
different skill symbols that
Yeah, I
she hasn't
see.
explained yet.
Yeah. Okay. So let's wait a minute, and we'll get to that, and then we'll figure out.
Because
what it
that'll
does.
make a big
Yep.
difference. Because you want to sometimes you want to get a worker out right away.
Okay. So once you've chosen your tile and all that, you resolve the place of vegetation tile step. Okay. I'll come back to that page in a second. Place a vegetation tile. You add the selected vegetation tile to any terrain board as per the following rules. The tile may only cover sand or rock spaces. It cannot cover a fountain, a sacred tablet, or other vegetation tiles. At least one space of that tile must be adjacent to a fountain or to other vegetation tiles previously placed. You cannot place a tile that would connect 2 different gardens of different fountains to each other. You cannot place a tile if this causes several assistants to end up on the same flower bed, even if they belong to the same player. Okay. So flower beds, garden, and fountain. A flower bed is a group of continuous flower spaces. An assistant that is placed on a flower bed controls that flower bed, which means that they control all the visible flowers of that flower bed. There can be 0 or 1 assistant on a flower bed, never any more than that. Okay. Controlling a flower bed allows you to score 1 victory point per flower of that flower bed at the end of the game. A garden is a group of continuous vegetation tiles. At least one of these tiles must be connected to a fountain. A garden may only be connected to one fountain, but several gardens may be connected to the same fountain. A garden may feature different flower beds. Controlling a fountain allows you to score more victory points. The player that controls the most flower spaces, regardless of the number of flowers in the flower bed of the gardens connected to a fountain, control the fountain.
The most flowers, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
If there is a tie, all tied players control the fountain. Okay. So once you pick your tile, you place your tile.
Yeah.
Then you collect gems. When you place a vegetation tile, you collect all the gems from the corresponding spaces that you were covering and place them in the supply in front of you. Sometimes you won't collect any gems. If you don't cover rock spaces with gems, then resolve a special action step. Special action. This step does not happen automatically on each turn, but only if the tile that you selected features one of the 3 following icons. You may choose not to take the special action, but you cannot save it for later. There's an assistant icon, a skill icon, and a question mark, which is a wild.
Either or.
Okay. The assistant icon, if a tile you just placed features an assistant icon, and if you have at least one assistant in front of you, you may immediately place an assistant on that tile to cover that icon. You cannot place your assistant if there is already another assistant on the same flower bed. Skill icon. If a tile that you just placed features a skill icon, you may unlock a skill from your player board. To do so, take any 2 gems from your supply. Color doesn't matter, they can be similar or different, and place them on any free skill of your choice. If you want to place your gems on the upper level of your board, you need to complete the skill from the lower level below the first on a previous turn. Any gem placed on your board can no longer be removed, nor can it be moved to another spot. Check the different skills on the separate leaflet, the skills guide side. You can only unlock 1 skill per turn, and each skill can only be unlocked once. Wild. If the tile that you just placed features a wild icon, you may use it as an assistant icon or a skill icon and resolve it immediately. Then go to the plant a tree step. Okay. Planting trees. You may plant trees on each turn as per the following steps. Choose any tree card among the available 5 next to the draw pile, or a reserved tree card. See your skill I guess there's a skill that allows you to reserve a tree card. Okay. Check the card's cost and spend any required gems from your supply. You cannot take a card if you can't pay for it. Place the card face down in front of you, take a tree marker that was on the card and place it on any free grass space. If you want and can afford to, you can repeat the steps to plant another tree. Reveal as many tree cards as needed to fill up the empty slots and place a tree on each. Then your turn ends and the player on the left begins their turn, choosing a vegetation tile, etc. The game ends as soon as 2 piles of the vegetation tiles are empty. The end of the game is triggered. Complete the current round so that each player has played the same number of turns, then proceed to the final scoring. And then you score for 1 victory point for each visible flower in the flower beds you control, 4 victory points for the purple fountain, 6 for the red, 8 for the white, and score points according to your unlocked skills in the upper level. So that's how you win.
Okay. I'm still lost, but
yeah, you'll figure it out. Where would you like your water can to start?
So I think I would like to get. But this is a limited number of workers.
You can get 2 more by unlocking
Skills.
these 2 skills.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
This
and-
is reserve a tree for future build. This would be take a tile for future build.
Okay.
At the same time, you get an additional worker in your.
Okay, so the question I have: how do I pay for these skills? Because I didn't
Any
quite...
2 gems.
Any 2 gems.
But you have to have.
You have to have one of these icons.
You
and
have
then
to
pay
have
2 gems.
You have to have played a tile.
Right. That I.
Right.
So
that's
let's.
what
I would like to pick up that tile first.
This one?
Yeah. So I want to be.
So it's going to be here.
Yeah.
You move this.
Yeah, and I
And
take
take
that.
this and place it.
And I'm gonna place it right here. Collect these 2.
Yep.
Yep. And then put my assistant here. And then if I wanted to plant a tree.
For camera benefit.
Yeah, sure. Good call.
Let's so they can see the colors.
And then the other step now would be I can upgrade us. No, I can't upgrade a skill because I didn't pick a skill upgrading.
Correct.
You've done the special
Yeah,
action.
which is put down that.
Now if you 2 purple and a red you have available, you could buy a tree.
So I
At
see a
this
purple
point,
and
the
a
only
red.
one is available is this.
So I'll pay
But
this.
if you do that, just I'll point something out to you. The only place you can put it is right here,
Correct.
which trees, in my estimation, are used to block your opponents, not to block yourself.
Because they stop the chain.
Because you could buy the single here and fill in your chain.
And then
Okay.
end up with a real big.
Because that's an empty space. It's okay. So
Now,
the question
keep
is,
it-
how do I buy those?
Keep in mind, you can only
They're on
buy,
your skill.
you can only do each of these once.
Yeah.
Because there's 4 of them and you only activate the skill once. And you could spend 2 gems to buy it right now and put that flower bed right there.
No, because
Be
I
the
didn't
one-
do a skill.
No, I understand that,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying when you
Yeah.
so you could buy a tree, but realize that if you do, it's going right there and only there. It's the only available spot for a tree.
That I understand. I think that what I didn't get is, so I'm looking at daisy chaining my gardens.
And if you put a tree there, it can't be daisy chained unless you come.
I get the block.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out why I give a toots. Because I'm trying to do a long chain of gardens. That was the answer I was after.
Because you want.
You want the flower symbols.
Somewhere along the line of the explanation of the rules, I misunderstood
Yeah.
how I'm going to score this game.
He,
I am
he
looking.
scores based on the number of consecutive flowers.
Right,
he's
and
controlled.
that's what I needed. Thank you. I got it.
Yep.
We're good.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay, we're good. I'm done. Nothing I can do.
Okay. So that gets turned. Yeah. Because and now it's turned later in the game. If you had lots of gems, you could skip over
Sure.
because there's tiles of different advantages.
So now you have to
I
take
am not going. I don't have to.
four.
I can pay
Good
to
pay.
jump.
Yep.
But I'm going to take and not pay. Yes. All right. So, let us. No, that's not. It's this one. No tree for me.
And the tablets are just blocking terrain.
Yep.
Basically.
Well, there is things adjacent to tablets for bonus.
So let me
points.
see the skill
Yeah, I think
thing,
that's what
please.
he's doing.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
In the game, 2 points for every worker contiguous to a tablet. For every tablet that your controlled flower bed is adjacent to a tablet. So right now, if you were to activate that skill, you'd gain an additional 2 points for this guy being adjacent to this tablet. That's what the upper left. And then the next one, as I recall from reading, is for every unused worker you have down in here, you get 7 points. So if you only put one worker out there and you unlock the other 2, that's 21 bonus points at the end of the game.
If I wanted to reserve a tablet now, where does it come from?
It comes from the top.
Any
one of them. Yeah, and there's the one that you might be looking for right there. Or the other one that has lots of them. Yeah, if you want to pay for locking a...
And why are the...
And you lock it...
The water bubbles important?
The water bubbles are just indicated a start tile.
Yeah.
There's the 6 that have to be up on top so people can get their workers out.
Gotcha.
So he has unlocked a skill that locked that. Future turns, he can either take one or play that one. So it's just sitting there waiting for...
So right now I would pick the 3 one, right?
Correct.
Or you can pay to skip it.
No, that sounds agreeable. We'll do that. We'll do this. We'll plop it right over yonder. Thanks. And this is obviously not connected. I understand that kind of situation. All right. So if I wanted to now plop on that, I would need to. If I wanted to do this, it's 2 gems, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pay these 2 gems to do this one. What is this? Take a blooming token with 2 flowers. Okay. So give me the 1. And I can only do this once per game? Is that what you think?
Correct.
Yeah, now that spot's filled on your upgrade board.
But I can do this other one.
Yep.
Yes.
It's a big old garden.
And
Tree or no tree.
tree or no tree. Because you are eligible to buy one.
No, I don't have gems that can do
2
it.
purple and a white.
2 purple and a white. Interesting. And that's 6.
I'm going to try to alert you to your colors. So.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I don't plan on building in that direction, so why not? Give me that one. I'm gonna plop it right here.
Face down so that nobody knows your victory point.
Secret.
Okay, so
Devious master plan, old John.
Take this one. Activate this skill since that's a skill icon thing.
Tree? No tree?
I do not want a tree.
I can see issues with resources here.
These 2.
Moving on with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gardening like crazy.
I see that.
We have to show the owner of the game.
Yeah.
He's not the owner. Well, technically, you brought it. I don't know if you own it.
Oh, this is my copy.
buying
This is your copy? All right, okay.
She's buying a tree, by the way.
Let's see that. Okay.
This will get worked over probably as much as Bunny Kingdom has been in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not for me. I was cheating already. I go, thanks. I appreciate it. Huh. Which way do I go? Well, first of all, what's John gonna leave me? That's the question.
Yeah, that's always you think you might know what you're going to do, but always an interesting situation.
It's also the second turn in a row that I can't put somebody on the table.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, well you could.
I could, yeah, I
You'd
could
have to
pay.
pay a
That's what
gem.
I'm trying to figure out if I care enough.
I'm trying to figure out if divide and conquer is a better strategy, or put your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, there is that question.
And a fountain is not a connecting point, correct?
You can have multiple
Gardens coming. You
off
can
the same
build off
Understood.
a
But
different. It does
that's
not
a different
connect.
garden. Like
Correct.
if you
Right.
start a
It
garden
doesn't-
here,
Correct.
that's not a draining garden.
Correct.
And this garden can't come here.
Right.
Yeah.
It can't join the second fountain.
Yeah, it's blockaded now over there.
Well,
The
Shelby.
backside of the red is blocked.
Shelby doesn't know how to stay in her garden. She always jumps.
are you
off.
talking
Yeah, go
about?
ahead and I'm gonna pay to move it here and then take this.
Okay, so it advances up to there.
Okay. So I would take that straight away, would I?
That would be the one you would take without paying.
And well, I can't pay. I don't have anything. So
Anything else?
No, that's all I'm doing.
So you have no gems to pay, so you're.
okay, so I'm gonna take that one.
You accidentally took two.
Why'd you give me 2?
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate
That one
it.
can go face up over there now.
It's flickering. It's
Any-
problematic. It's not a blown light. It's a blown ballast.
Yeah.
Are you going to do tree?
No tree for me.
You're that way, I think. Right here.
Yeah. Well, the puzzle aspect is starting to drive me a little insane. 'Cause I'm like, I need that. Oh, it's not gonna come to me that way.
I love it.
Press them right
One of each for a tree.
to the back. Do you need this, by the way?
No, I think I got it.
Yeah.
I think anyway.
If you need it, it's right.
Would have been nice if they were on individual cards where we could all see their skills. Explanations.
I mean, they're on individual cards,
Well,
right?
I mean, but I mean, like, okay, if you were just showing me these symbols, though, like the
Shelby,
tree
you're up.
for
Yeah,
the-
and
you
I think
know,
that'll last
like-
exactly 1 or 2 games.
Yeah, pretty much. And then you're like, I know.
Yeah.
Choose to do
Do nothing and love it.
Can we lay the trees down? I can't actually read the corners. Like I can't see over them to see what those cost.
Yep, no problem. Seriously though, those 2 bends being where they are is not productive to my needs.
Yeah.
Not at all.
C'est la vie.
Shouldn't like that. Woof. Okay.
I'm buying a tree.
Guten Tagen.
Ooh.
We thought the other one was special. And that one's about as special. Yeah, can you reveal that tile, please?
It is your turn.
Okay. I'll take the one I'm on.
tree, no tree? No tree.
No tree. I'm debating on skill, but it shouldn't make a difference to you one way or the other. So I don't think.
I missed what you put down.
I put down this right here. So, and it was like, obviously you can't put a blooming token on an empty sand space. It's got to go on
The garden.
On grass.
Yeah, I guess. I will pay for this skill. So I will take this one over here and reserve it, and then could you give me an assistant, please?
Look what you revealed.
Isn't that special?
Yeah. Well, that might change things a little bit. If I want to pay for that, do I? Has
You got the gems.
merit. I do. So I'm skipping 2, aren't I?
You're skipping.
Give me 3.
So it's
all of
them. Yeesh. Okay, he wants it. He likes it.
Apparently.
Must be by look at the grander scheme of things.
Just for fun.
Sure.
I'll just put it way over there. Let people argue over it.
Argue over it. You guys are not giving me jack. I blame you.
Oh, it'll send Shelby down there.
Nope.
No.
It won't.
I have eyes on other things.
So you didn't like my diversion tactic?
Nope. Paying 2.
Yeah. Take somebody else's work.
Well, lay it down so people on the camera can see the color.
And those were the 2 I paid to move that along. So
Get somebody with that diversionary tactic. Oh, it won't be him.
No.
Come on.
I was born at night. It wasn't last night.
So I can choose to take that 3.
You still debating on tree, or are you?
Yeah, I'm still debating on tree here. Let me have the 11 pointer. 2 red, 2 white. Who needs trees?
Oh, what a jerk. What a jerk. What a jerk. Well, actually,
why?
Not immensely jerky.
It's not even your space. Like,
it's her garden.
It's her garden.
So let me ask a stupid question, right? Pretend like this was actually filled out over here, and you managed to connect this to
You
here.
can't. There's 2 assistants in the garden, and that's
It's illegal.
He's basically forcing it, so I have to.
You cannot place a tile where there's
Okay.
controlled gardens.
So-
That's still okay. That's actually quite acceptable, sir. I appreciate what you did.
Okay. Glad I could be of assistance.
You were immensely of assistance. Not so much because I need some other stuff now. We will choose not to move the watering can and play this one instead. And do this job. Because now this is still...
Yeah.
Yep.
I got it. Unfortunately, I don't pick up any gems. So I don't get to do the special. So well, actually, then let's pick that one. That one's still fine. Yeah. I'll have to do some machinations. But the machinations are still doable.
That's fair. Are you using that skill?
What skill? No, there's no skill on that tab that I picked up.
It's a skill icon. You can activate a skill.
That is a skill icon.
Oui.
No, I don't think I have a skill I want to spend these gems on yet. So,
Over to me.
over to you.
Hey, one. Done.
I don't like that tile at all.
Nothing really woohoo. Well, see, you notice there's multiple flowers, so that's like that's a 4 vic. I'm letting you.
Yeah.
That's worth 4.
I have been looking at.
So some of them are single, and so
there's a lot of variables.
I have a lot of single flower gardens going up, unfortunately, which is but that's the way it is. He doesn't like that tile. Not only is it one flower,
it doesn't do anything I want it to right now. It's not even the right shape.
That's the thing, the shape.
So you're going to play your good one then?
It's the same shape.
Come on! Well, but it has 3 flowers instead of 1.
Huh.
He's going to make do.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to spend his last gem to get the same shape. Because the next one was the same shape too.
3 purple and white.
3 purple and a white. Oh, he's going to town with the trees. Ooh, look out. A tree builder. He's a tree builder.
Who do I want to not like me now?
Don't worry about it. All 3 of us in the room don't like you.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's all right. I'm connected to the fountain already.
Yeah.
So moi, that straight away kind of bites. So we're gonna leave it there. This time we will do.
Now he's going to.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Do this. You're welcome. Do this.
Thanks a whole lot.
I appreciate you as much as you appreciate me. Then we are going to we're going to pay for a skill.
Going to be just ducky.
And oops. Yeah, we are going to pay for that skill. We're going to pay for interesting.
Yeah. I thought exactly. Interesting.
You can't do that until you've done. Oh, you've done the one underneath it.
I did.
Oh no! What's he doing?
I get 7 points for each unused assistant in front of me.
That's all it does. So at the end
points
of the turn,
at this point.
Yeah. If you don't use them, yeah.
That is not on a yes.
Yeah.
Who's this bank?
Yeah, I think that's.
What's this other one?
Seemed relevant because I don't think I'm gonna play some.
You're like, might as well.
Over to me then. Okay. I think that's a skill thing, isn't it? So which spot is the question? Yeah, I think this spot right here.
Gem holder.
That's it exactly. If I have to take that shape, I might as well get something out of it. And so that's a skill, wasn't it? So
Yes.
I could do a skill if I wanted to.
Can you reveal that? Not that it's gonna get to me, but you know.
You never know.
That's the fair thing. I try not to know a lot of things. It confuses the mind. True.
My garden was starting to feel lonely. Nobody had stuck a tree in it.
I keep getting gifts from Mike because
Yeah.
he keeps giving me that stuff for the bank, and I keep thinking he's such a nice guy.
Yeah, how nice
And
of
I'm
him to give you gems.
Nothing is mine. Nothing.
I don't have any people to put on there, so.
And you took the tile anyway.
I did. And then I'm gonna use.
If I had a soul, it would hurt.
Disposable goods.
Yeah, exactly.
This one. Okay. Oh wait, I couldn't do that. Never mind.
You couldn't do that because you already did it?
No, because it's a skill and I didn't place a
Play it
skill
too.
tile. Place the
Yeah,
other one.
yeah.
I'm okay.
Cheater!
It wasn't a question mark, it was a
Yeah.
pure.
Oh, look at that.
I
It
was an
worked.
assistant. That's my turn.
So that's not really a good thing. Okay.
That's your turn, huh? So I take this one, right?
Unless you don't want it.
No,
So you wanna
I'm
pay?
kosher with that. And this is a skill, so we're gonna go over here. And then we're gonna
It is a skill or a worker.
we're gonna do a skill. I'm gonna buy this one, and
That's the single, the double. What was it?
oh no, actually that's the double. I don't want to do that quite yet. Never mind. What other skills over? This is what? Just get 2 gems? What?
I think you're
Change
trading
2 to
gems.
any 2.
Yeah.
Change color.
Okay. And this is take a tree card plus a
Reserve a
worker.
tree card and get your other work.
Actually, the way I'm going, that, believe it or not, doesn't sound
And
too
it's 21 points.
Yeah, I mean, so we'll take it. We'll do
I
that.
don't know why I have another worker here.
So can I
'Cause
take
I didn't do these.
can I take a worker and then we'll reserve That 2 purple and a white. No, that 9-1 over there.
But there's your worker.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. And it's not planked. It's just
No, it's reserved to be paid for later, if you wish. Over to me. How could I refuse such a flower bed of wonderfulness? Well, it can't go there. It can't go. There's a lot of places.
Yeah, there's a lot of places it can't go now.
Can't go, but it can go. And it's no icon, so it's my only option is a tree buy. Which I will do. That's not a gift. Keep thinking it. You can keep thinking it is, but it's not a gift, except for the bank.
all I'm saying is generosity is often rewarded.
He gave me another tree.
Alright, I'm going to move.
Make you think more about connecting your. You have to think a little harder now about connecting instead of just buying the skill.
Oh, I didn't want to connect that to anything anyway.
Why, you don't want the fountain points?
Not the way you were trying to connect it.
Well, no, I'm just saying that is a way for you to connect it easily. It's just a skill buy. Now you have to get a tile. So just thought I understand.
Could you reveal those tiles, please? I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden they got all. There's hidden tiles. Crouching tigers.
Yes, crouching tiger hidden tiles.
What do I want to do?
Stuffing things?
Yeah. Really would like a skill tile, but those don't seem to ever head my direction.
Yeah.
Ooh, we've got down to one tile in the spot. Ooh,
You're getting close.
closer. Well, I guess I'd better get my 3 victory points along the line here, don't I? Oh yeah. That could be problematic.
Too cheap to pay to move it, so.
Yeah, and I'm actually perfectly happy with the tile you gave me.
Well, that makes me sad.
Well,
Anytime I'm making other people happy, I've done something wrong.
Yeah, there is that, isn't it?
I was eyeballing where these gems for this tree are coming from, and I think you just gave it to me, so I'll take it. So can I just have the tile?
I'm not done.
I know, but
Slow your rope.
what are you gonna do to change that for me? You gonna move the thing now? I mean,
Not an option, sadly. Otherwise, that tile's good for John. Pay 1 and move it.
Guess which finger I'm holding behind my head?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because you can't buy one of these. Yeah.
Can I have that tile? And no, I'm not putting this guy down. There you go. Merry Christmas.
Uh-oh.
You can't put him down.
I can't put him down?
You couldn't because there's already. You can put the tile there. You couldn't put a guy in.
Okay, yeah, that's.
That's not actually a legal play anyway. You've just stuck 2 workers in a garden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't
His
connect the two.
worker,
You can't
my
connect
worker,
the gardens.
You disconnected.
But they're
Yeah.
not connected.
They are
The garden is.
The garden.
You
is.
connect.
I thought the grass.
Not the
patch.
blooms.
No.
The garden is still connected.
okay,
Yeah.
You can't connect gardens.
Chill your horses. Chill
do
all
that.
of your horses.
Get it out of here.
Chill all
Make
of
it
your
go
horses.
away.
This still works. My goodness. I'll get to it next turn. My
Get it
goodness.
out of here. Are you placing a worker?
No. We discussed this, but I will be buying a skill.
No.
Okay. I will be flipping you
We've
off
been
in
at
my
this for
head.
25 minutes. You don't know the rules yet?
Just when I need another heckler. Fine.
You've known me for a long time.
But I didn't need you. I didn't need you then. I don't need you now.
Wow, there's a debate.
What the hell do I need? Oh, I need one of them, huh? Okay, fine.
That's a real debate.
what I'm after is not within reach. It's within reach somewhere else. Fine.
Are you done?
I was done, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to pay 1
Doesn't mean I'm not cogitating.
here and take this one.
Good for you.
And I will be placing it right here. And I'll use the skill icon to buy a tile. Let's see if we can make this game a little. She could do it. They're not going to do it. I gave you the opportunity, Shelby. I know, like you love to have fun and mess things up, so I had to give you the opportunity
To pay us
to end the game.
To end the game.
Yeah. I mean, I still get my turn.
I know,
I know.
Yeah, I
but John wouldn't get any more turns,
Yeah, John wouldn't get any
Yeah.
turns if I.
and I wouldn't either with my bought tile.
Yeah, nobody would. But
Yeah, I gave you the shot.
You want to pay that gem to move us? Hit the end game?
I always. Yeah, we're messing with you, John.
Okay.
Just for fun.
Sure.
So Shelby and I mess with the
Watch what happens
board.
to your tires when you get out to the park lot.
It's a rental.
Well, but you're not messing with me.
Oh,
Not-
not gonna do it. huh?
Well, he's gonna have to pay to move it, or he'll end the game.
Yeah. I want this.
So
And I want to do
Well,
a
two
Or
tiles. No, two
not,
tiles
no,
have
he
to
doesn't
be empty.
necessarily have to do it. He can play the tile in your hand and not move
But,
it at all.
but two tiles have to be empty.
Need a
Not
red
one.
Well, there is
White
one empty already.
gem?
There is one empty. What was that?
I
Need a
emptied
red
one
and a white
deliberately
gem,
so that anybody takes that tile over there ends the
and
game.
I'm gonna spend it on this tree.
Okay, and we need to
This tree is
flip
gonna
the
go-
tile.
This tree's gonna go somewhere. Where can I
These
most
tiles are
miss
caca.
people?
I just like to point. Caca. Like to
So
point
there's
that.
gonna be there's all kinds of opportunities to end the game.
Oh yeah, this is we're done pretty much.
As long as you keep that skill available for taking a tile to a point where you can take the last tile, like I did, that can end the game, change the end game.
Is there an icon in the middle of that thing?
No, it is just
Just
flowers.
terrible.
Like the one you have in your hand.
Uh-huh.
Actually, it's exactly like the one you have.
I'm gonna pay to move it because I want this.
He needs the skill icon. Yeah.
So then it'll end
So
up
I'm
over
gonna
there.
be on that.
No, I paid to move it here. Took that. Yep, it ends up there.
So it ends up there, huh? That was incidentally not the tile I was looking for, so I hate your guts. But, so what did I need? I needed another purple.
I'm gonna spend a skill
Skill
here.
to buy your single
Why am I single?
or your double.
Yeah.
One or the other. The
I
single
guess
is worth
I'll-
more victory points because it's 3 flowers instead of 2.
I mean, I have lots of places I could put that too.
I will have to
Just
make
pointing
it.
out that the single is more valuable.
But for connecting.
Yeah, for
He
connecting.
only needs 1 to connect,
Yeah.
and it's worth 3 points.
Versus
Yeah.
the other one's two. Alright, so I deal with the hand that's dealt. Can I have that one, please?
Yeah, because that gives me those 4 as well.
I end up here, which is the one thing I needed. So we'll take it. Okay, there's no point in pointing down the worker. But there is some point to, if I buy a double now,
You can't have to have a skill to buy a double.
right, okay, so that's not happening. That's isolated. Okay, fine, no problem, whatever.
Only thing you can do is
But I
buy
can plant a tree for 9 points. So I can definitely do that. That sounds good.
Those don't do me any good.
So does it matter where I put it then? Yeah, I needed to get that. I needed to get that purple to finish this tree. So let's get victory points.
And be worth 7.
Where's Mike? He's over there
And over here.
and over here. And it can be placed anywhere, but it doesn't matter. He's not going anywhere from there really. With him, Shelby potentially could. No, because that's blocking there. You could come this way, but that doesn't matter anyway. I don't know. I just need to put this somewhere. So, what the heck? This is not connected anyway, so.
Yeah.
I planted a nice tree.
Oh boy.
See, had I had a skill.
So that's 3, but that would be 7. So yeah, let's just do it that way then. That's technically worth more victory points.
Can I see the skill sheet? Did I put it on the wrong marker? I'm looking for the one that does.
No, I can't go there.
Oh yeah, no, that's right.
Oh, I can go there.
It's the right one. Here you go.
And yet, then I can, oh yeah, okay, so
Planted
there.
a lot of trees.
Only 3.
That's one more than me. That's a lot.
And then I'll pay for the skill. It gives me 7 points for unused worker.
Yep.
Why not? I've got
Well,
one.
it's 7 points.
I have an unused worker.
Yep.
Yeah, it's 7 points for every unused worker.
Yep.
Yeah, you've played that strategy of 21 points. Yeah.
I didn't see. I didn't want to.
No, that's a good.
Yeah,
That's a viable, very viable.
Can we turn that last one over, please?
Yeah. Oh, do you have any gems?
No gems.
So you're taking that one.
Yes, but I'm trying to figure out where there's even a legal spot to put it.
There is you do have that
Stuff does
situation.
not-
So
There's lots of legal spots. The problem is that they may benefit your
Right, they
opponents at this
benefit
point.
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
who do
Yeah.
I want to?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can't do that one because it's a 3 straight, isn't
I
it?
guess I'm gonna put it. Here because it really won't benefit anybody because nobody's on this connected.
On that, the backside connected
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Take the one gem.
You could be if you'd had a worker.
Yeah, but I don't.
No. It's one garden.
Oh, it is what it is
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
garden. Yeah,
It is
it's
already your
it's
garden.
not connected though.
Yeah.
Oh, that tile looks a lot like the one I'm already holding.
I
a
know.
little more barren.
So the question is, do you end it or do you continue it?
Oh, no.
Oh, the one you're on right now.
No, he has the option.
You're back to
He-
that one?
He can play it without
No,
ending
I get it, but you're back to that one.
He can end it by playing that tile, or he can
Sure.
play that tile and not end it. But it's going to end anyway because the next person to take a tile ends the game.
Yeah, but if I don't end it here, I can force one more full round.
Yes,
Yeah.
And I might want that one more full round.
I wouldn't mind it.
I also wouldn't mind it, but that's sort of. What are you giving me? That's the question. What are you giving me?
Do that. Can I get it? It's a bit too. It's all of them.
All these workers, I need skills.
I know.
That is such BS.
It's
Who
actually.
made this game? I'm an angry.
I
guy.
think that's why I'm just gonna let this game end
Okay.
because I can't. There's no way I end up with that skill one.
Right.
There's just yeah, I
Like
see it.
I could pay to get there, but then I don't have the gems to accomplish what I want
Right.
to.
Right.
And I'm in your same boat. If you give that to me, which you won't,
Give it to me.
Yeah, I get what you're getting.
If I
At.
go there, just
That's it. It's angry letter time.
So
Actually,
in his position, the question he has to ask himself is he going to outscore us by not ending the game?
right.
Not likely, because I know I can score points
Yeah.
in the next turn. The question is, can he outscore me in the next turn?
See, if I had been in his
So then
position,
that moves forward to me.
I would have asked.
No,
him.
the
No,
game's
it's the
ending.
game's ending.
Okay.
He's the last
Yeah,
person.
This will be the last turn.
Okay,
then.
gotcha. Perfect.
If it had been me, I probably would have paid to move forward, take that tile with the skill on it. Even if it didn't benefit me, there's a good spot to put it with gems and use the skill. You just have to ask yourself, is the skill more
I'd get at least 3 points if I don't have. If I get the skill one, it's 7 points.
If I get the skill one, yeah, I can make a bigger daisy chain because I've been trying to get a 2 connector.
Very nice.
Two
Now we have to
Okay.
figure out how to score this thing.
Yeah, so let's hear. This is the headache where I go, oh, I played this all wrong.
Right. Okay.
Well, I mean,
I never pay
I
attention
just
to that.
played it. Yeah.
Yeah, I never.
Alright, so if you have reserved tree cards that you did not plant, you must discard them.
No, I didn't.
Okay. Everybody scores 1 victory point for each visible flower in a flower beds that are controlled by your assistants.
So this is controlled, right?
Mm-hmm.
So.
We'll go around. Let's go around the table and count them one at a
that's
time.
fine.
It'll be
So-
less
so let's
confusing that way.
start with first player.
So,
if you want.
yeah.
Okay, so this is blocking. So this is not connected here. This is not connected here.
Correct.
So I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
And that's your only flower
That
bed?
is the only flower bed that is connected to a worker I control of some sort. So 13.
Okay, so this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15.
6 and 15 is 21.
21. Okay.
1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 on this one.
So I definitely scored the poorest out of this problem.
24,
21 and 7?
Yeah, 28.
I never got another worker out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
So you're all in the 20s, and I'm in the, okay.
Then you were at 13.
13.
Okay, so then the purple fountains score 4 victory points for each purple fountain that you control.
So 2 yellow and an orange. So Mike has 8 out of the purple fountains.
Doesn't she have to have a flower bed adjacent to it?
Nope, that's her garden.
Okay.
Yeah, that I kind of misunderstood. but
Nope.
Yeah,
That's her
it's
garden.
still her
Yep.
garden. It's just not counting for
So-
votes.
And none of the purples are contested. So 8 to Mike on purples,
Okay.
and 4 to Shelby on purples. Reds.
6 victory points for each red fountain you
So
control.
6 to me on reds,
And
and
6
6 to Shelby on reds.
And then 8 victory points for the white fountain.
And that is only John. So 8, 10, and 6.
Okay, then it says score points according to the unlocked skills in the upper level of your player
So
board.
21.
Ew.
7.
I didn't unlock
Nothing.
anything there.
Nothing.
Alright.
Nothing.
And
And then I'm guessing we then score the trees because it doesn't say anything.
What
about
is
scoring
that at the
trees.
bottom?
Oh, that should have. It was probably the top, right?
Yeah, probably.
Get
Oh,
rid
yeah,
of your
reveal
old
tree
ones,
cards
and
and
Look
then.
at, look at this little slide devil over there.
Well, yeah, there's
What do you got?
15.
trees can easily win you the game if you can get the gems. I have 18.
14 is all I got.
15 and 16 is 31.
Yeah, I think you won.
I don't actually.
We'll see.
But we're
And
adding
then-
up.
And now,
Now we
what's the
add
bottom? Oh, now you add
Just
that.
add
Now I add up.
Yep.
5, 8, 9, 17. Carry the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9.
You like a calculator?
Now you spoke to me.
He is a retailer, so.
8 and 4,
Close.
12. Carry the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So close.
It's
like really close.
56 and 6 is 62.
Never mind.
No, it was really close.
Well, don't keep it a secret. I can't read it from here.
57, 54, 52, 62.
Yep. So
Trees.
I mean, it's actually fairly close. Yeah.
Yeah, it
I
is
knew
fairly close.
trees.
Yeah, and I didn't think this was necessarily a bad. I like if I play this game, I don't think I can really keep track of multiple flower beds and stuff. So I would probably always play this. Like
always
leave
get this
me
21.
alone.
I'm getting
This
this
is
21
me.
points.
Leave me alone. So
Well, and depending on the map,
right, that's fair too.
if you just stretch them out, put 6 of them in a row, I
Yeah.
think you end up with a lot more small
yeah, this
gardens,
is my
and you end up with a lot more contested fountains that way.
sure.
Right.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, the map can make a big difference.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for watching, guys. We're gonna stop it for a minute and then give you our thoughts in just a second.